Numerous ESPN 100 players, including Dalen Terry, who is an Arizona commit. He's in number 4 in white. On the other side, Hamilton Heights loaded top to bottom with commits to schools like New Mexico and Florida. Underway, Hamilton Heights in blue. And we've got to travel early. That'll race the bucket for Byron Matos. Nice lefty finish. Back the other way we go. Ruzhentsev, no-look lob. Unable to finish, Anderson Garcia. Now a three-pointer goes down for Penn. Looking at Mike Bibby, head coach at Hillcrest Prep. Bibby, NBA legend, former number 2 overall pick in 1998 out of the University of Arizona. He's an Arizona lifer with a steal. Dalen Terry with the takeaway. Terry, cross-court pass, up and under. Donovan Puff Johnson with the opening bucket for Hillcrest Prep. Ruzhentsev, Florida commit, kicks to the corner, 3 on the way, yes. And a foul on the other side. That 3 should count for Drew Williams. And on the top of it, Hillcrest Prep's Devontae Cobbs gets it with the personal. Long 3 on the way, yes. 6-point possession for Samson, Ruzhentsev, and Hamilton Heights. Now another steal. And lay-in. Ruzhentsev, a Florida commit, came to Tennessee by way of Moscow, Russia. All of a sudden, an 8-0 spurt. It's 13-4. Stopping the bleeding for Hillcrest Prep is Mike Foster. First 3 on the Arizona squad side. Corner 3 on the way. Ruzhentsev hits another. And he talked to me about how, that you might find players from countries that they've pulled in guys in the past from. Places in Europe, places in Africa. Jam attempt by Reggie Bass, spikes it off the iron. Stays with Hamilton Heights. Ruzhentsev glides in. Quick 10 points for Samson Ruzhentsev. See Ruzhentsev gliding in. Had Jason Jatobo, who came to Ruzhentsev trying to cut back door. Pass was tipped and taken away by Terry. Terry into the front court, up with the right hand. Acrobatic lay-in. He wanted an and one. Nganda turns it over. Watching a volleyball game. There's a spike. Anderson Garcia throwing it down. After roughly 4 straight turnovers, Ruzhentsev, nice no look, gliding in for the jam. Anderson Garcia. Coach Farrell says 3 on the way. And Johnson knocks it down. Tar Heel commit, rebound plucked by Dalen Terry. Off and running. And an easy deuce. Puff Johnson. Terry, another rebound. Terry, another long pass, and that should have been goaltending, not called. Put back there anyways. That ball was definitely off the window, but Johnson right there to put it in. He's got 9, although they've got players from all over the country. Two-handed flush. Anderson Garcia, the high flyer. Turnover now. Look at Anderson Garcia. Backdoor cut, up, and powers it through. Matos denied by Foster. Stays with Hamilton Heights. They'll circle it back out. Bass, nice pass down low. Reverse lay-in is good. Anderson Garcia, deadly within 3 feet of the 10. Foster trying to find Terry. Pass tipped. And two Hamilton Heights players fighting for the ball. They end up figuring it out, getting it down low, and another lay-in, Reggie Bass. 31-17 the score. A 10-0 start to the second quarter from Milwaukee. Foster, long two, won't go down. And finally, the drought is over. Keon Edwards, a lay-in on the putback in the half. Hillcrest Prep trying to make it a single-digit deficit, perhaps. Up and under move, pretty finish. Mike Foster, Mike Bibby, their head coach. Terry puts it down. Terry going to Mike Bibby's alma mater. He's an Arizona commit. Dominiq Penn all the way to the 10. A little too strong on the three. Long rebound out to Foster. Foster up with the right hand. Oh my goodness. Ruzhentsev. 1-1 with Terry. This is University of Florida commit versus University of Arizona commit. The Florida Gator gets it done. Together back-to-back buckets. There's a putback for Sadraque Nganda. Nganda with his first bucket. Now Steele coming back the other way. Garcia, the takeaway, and he'll jam it home. Garcia, that's his third highlight dunk. And one on the other end for Foster. Mike Foster for Hillcrest Prep, getting around the defender for the one-handed flush. Anderson Garcia, his third dunk of the contest. But Foster came right back on the other end. Athleticism on this. Hamilton Heights in control. Has maintained a 9 to 12-point margin most of this half. Will be turned over. Felix Akpara, very young, talented sophomore, still growing. Coach Farrell says he could end up a 7-footer, 7'1" maybe. The heel from Hillcrest Prep, and here comes Hamilton Heights on the run out. Ruzhentsev against the double team, splits it and dunks it with two hands. Oh, from Russia with love from Ruzhentsev. Let's see it again. Goes right through two defenders and the slam. He's committed to Florida.
Pair them to each other, and you put it all together. There is a formula to all this. It's not where we just throw a dart into a dartboard and say, hey, let's put this guy in the rankings. And there's so many great players. Think about this, Sam. There's 1,000 kids that go from high school to Division I every year. Only 100 make it into the ESPN 100. But there's a reason they're graded and ranked at 5 stars, because they bring so much to the game now, or they're going to bring so much to the game later.
Another bucket goes down. Mike Foster, great effort for him. He's up to 18, leading scorer, topping for Dayton, who really has burst onto the scene since Maui. Had a great freshman season. He's someone who was not on anyone's board coming out of high school.
Because he's a late blossom guy, late development. He went to, and soon enough, in about 2022, kid's going to go from prep to pro.
Goodness, Ruzhentsev going up against Mike Foster. That was a NCAA level get-together. Trails by 11. Even with that, denied. Rejection.
I don't do the team rankings now, Sam. I just do the player rankings. Come on, I take enough criticism as it is.
Hillcrest Prep getting the run out.
They may get ranked after tonight, and I think Hillcrest, after dropping 2 games, cash in on those opportunities. Nice.
Baseline runner and the lay-in, Drew Williams.
I know the head coach at Hamilton is trying to sharpen his game. And he had his team well prepared for tonight.
Takes the charge there. Garcia.
I've been impressed with Garcia, man. I mean, a vertical athlete, speed, great hands, tremendous finisher in the open floor. And how about him stepping in on this? This is 6'10", 240. That's guts. You got to have a lot of guts.
One thing Coach Farrell talked to me about during the week, I'd love to get your opinion on. He talked about the international players that have come to Tennessee and saying, you know, even in their home countries, like say Russia, for Ruzhentsev.
That was impressive.
You've got that kind of athleticism, you've got a chance to make it, but maybe if you get hurt or something goes wrong in your home country, it's more difficult to still make it to college. And that's the benefit of coming stateside. What do you feel about that?
I think he's absolutely right. You know, you get a chance to get an education, you get a chance for opportunity here. You want to make the most of it.
59-46 our score. Hamilton Heights in control against Hillcrest Prep, although the Arizona kids are fighting their way back. Mike Foster now with 20.
Showing some dog, some good dog in the last 3 minutes. Foster's been a man-child.
Hillcrest Prep gets a tip and a steal. Foul will move it up the floor. Let's see Foster again. He's had 15 points in the second half.
When I look at Mike Foster, okay, he can dominate the game just like that in the paint.
He's got 20 points today.
Foster trying to be a point guard. That's where he gets in trouble.
Nice up and under by Bass. He makes double figures now with 10.
He's been a junkyard dog tonight, hasn't he? On the ball, pushing the pace. Look at that. Look at the deflection.
Lob for Ruzhentsev, got caught up by the rim. And Foster, rejection. In traffic, going up, laying it in, Byron Matos.
Matos is just relentless when it comes to the miss. It will come down right after the Hoophall East. And that's going to be Martin Luther King weekend. Another dunk for Mike Foster. So shortly after that, we'll update our senior, junior, and sophomore rankings. Oh, he threw an unbelievable lob. And he fit in well, defended. He caught an alley-oop and he threw one. Bronny James contributed tonight for Sierra Canyon's win.
Albie and Cardi, thanks so much for joining us today. We appreciate it, my friend.
Thank you.
Final score, Hamilton Heights, a 67-52 win for our entire ESPN crew. Producer Sean Murphy, I'm Sam Farber saying it's been a pleasure and a privilege having you with us. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.